Hey. Okay, I thought I was going to be late. I was running up the stairs. Here we are, live, doing some stretches. Just going to close the door here. Just ran up the stairs, a little out of breath. Okay, I think that means I need to work out even a little bit more than what I already do. So, today I wanted to take you through a self massage example. We are still going to do some upper body stretches. I find that those happen to be the best for me, if not for all of you as well. I think that we're all over like this. We're always on laptops, and our posture in our neck and our shoulders is atrocious. Can I say that? I think it's awful. I heard that people are starting to grow horns in their skull, which totally makes sense to me because if you're constantly doing this, your muscles are pulling on the back of your skull, which would create a horn. Super weird. But anyway, here we are making ourselves a priority and ensuring that we are nice and stretched and limber and feeling good. So, welcome. Well, we might as well jump right in. I have my coconut oil here. So, I just use that. I use it for massage, but then I use it for self massage too. And a lot of times I use this guasha stone. There you go. Now you can see it. It's for your neck and your shoulders and arms. But you don't need to have one if you still just want to do some self massage too. All you need is a little bit of coconut oil or lotion. I like coconut oil also because it is a fat and our skin needs fats to that's what our skin really is. It's lipids, it's fats. So it helps to keep the skin nice and sturdy and not broken down. So, yes. So here we go. Grab my coconut oil. So I just use just a little bit. You can see here. I'm going to spread that in half because I don't even need that much. So you can just start massaging your under your clavicle, in your chest, and all around that bone, that clavicle bone, or the collarbone, if you will. And it's very simple. I mean, massage really isn't that confusing or there's no secret to it. It really is just putting pressure with your fingers onto your skin and onto your body. So, even just doing that pec and onto the anterior deltoid of the shoulder, so the front of the shoulder there, and then up on the neck. So I'm just priming up right now. Got my other little bit of coconut oil for the other side. Perfect. Just like that. I wore this shirt specifically so that I could massage myself with not much in the way, I guess, obstacles. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more coconut oil for my neck. I find it's really dry here too. Living with a wood stove has become a challenge. So I'm going to have to get some humidifier. So if you know of any, then let me know. So yeah, that was just sort of a quick little overview of self massage. But right now we're going to get into a little bit deeper. So you're just going to start to massage under your chin, just like that. And just go very gently. It doesn't have to be hard or anything. You're really only just massaging skin and then the muscle underneath. So this muscle here, the sternocleidomastoid, it gets really tight when we're looking down a lot. So this is a great one to be massaging. And go right up to just under your ear. Perfect. I find it's really tight here. That's where that sternocleidomastoid inserts. sternum, clavicle, mastoid. So mastoid's right up here. Those are 3 different parts of the body, 3 bones that this muscle attaches to. So that's why it's called sternocleidomastoid. Even just going to the side of your neck here, that's your upper traps. Those are tight on practically everyone. I don't think anyone gets away with not having tight upper traps, especially considering we all have tons of responsibilities. So if you're just tuning in, don't forget to grab your coconut oil. So I have mine here, and I've taken a little bit onto my fingers, and we're just massaging the sternocleidomastoid. That's this big neck muscle here. So going all the way up to just behind the ear. So this is going to help to open up your shoulders and give you more confidence, because your solar plexus down here is now open. So you feel like you have more power. You actually do have more internal self-power or self-empowerment. Some people don't like that term, but that's what it is. So there you go. So now I'll grab just a little bit more to do the right hand at the right side. So just a touch more of coconut oil. A little goes a long way, especially with self-massage. So just under the clavicle or the collarbone. And then same with the sternocleidomastoid, just going up and under the chin, and then all the way up to the back of the ear. So I'm sure that feels really nice as you do that. There you go. And then all the way to the other side. The traps usually get really tight too. So just a little bit of pressure. It doesn't have to be a whole heck of a lot. But self-massage really isn't that tough. And gives you a lot of great benefits, like increasing your lymphatic flow, which helps to fight any bacteria or any viruses in your body. And you also have a lot of lymph nodes here too. So this self-massage helps stimulate those lymph nodes, which is where the white blood cells in your blood are stored, right there. Good. Oh, it's so dry in here. It's crazy. So yeah, again, I use coconut oil because our skin is made of lipids, which is fats. And so this helps to protect the skin from any, bacteria or anything that tries to get in. So we're going to move on down. So again, grab some more coconut oil. So I've got about this much, and I'm going to spread that in half. So I don't need a whole heck of a lot. So just massaging the oil onto the front of your shoulder, and you're going to keep working down. So I guess I really did need more. So dry in here. It's insane. Having a wood stove is just wild. So yeah, massaging that oil down into your bicep, that's going to help bring your shoulders back and down. So your biceps attached to your scapula, so it's not actually attached to your arm, so it's attached to the shoulder bone. So if you're having tight biceps, even just from a fascial perspective, then your shoulders are going to naturally round forward, which won't allow you to press properly, or to do really anything with your shoulders back and down, because that bicep's going to pull you forward just like that. So that's why self-massage is really good on that bicep. Again, not a whole heck of a lot of pressure, just enough to get through onto the skin and through to the muscles. So you might see even like a little bit of dimpling in your arm, but that's just tight fascia. So that's also why we're doing this self-massage. Good. And, I was thinking of this too, like what we could talk about while we're stretching and doing the self massage. Stretching and self massage really is about body awareness, and a lot of us don't really have that body awareness that we need to have to be able to understand what our body is doing and why it's doing what it's doing. I'm going to grab some more coconut oil. I'm going to do the other arm. But yeah, you must get to know your body. It really is one of the best things that you can do is getting to know and to understand why your body does what it does. You live in your body. You've always lived in your body. So you are the person who knows the most about what your body needs and what it's doing. I mean, doctors are great. They have lots of information. But the truth of the matter is you have an innate knowingness of what your body needs. And the more that you get to understand your body and become more aware of your body, just by doing self massage and stretches, then you have total empowerment, you have total authority over what your body is doing, because then you can give it exactly what it needs. Oh, yeah, this one's a good one. They also say to know thy body is to know thyself, which is what I just said. And I've also heard to know thy body is to know God, which I believe, because I believe that our bodies are just here to give us signals to get us closer to who created us, which is pretty cool. So bicep actually goes all the way down to here under the elbow. So ensuring that you get that little spot too is important. There you go. Take it all the way down. Give your wrists a little distraction, a little pull if you want. There you go. So self-massage was good. We got all the muscles. Even massaging too will get rid of any neck wrinkles. Ain't nobody got time for neck wrinkles. So the more you massage your neck and put oils and especially coconut oil and different things that help with hydration will help you to get rid of any wrinkles. Perfect. That was great. I feel good. Hopefully you feel good too. So that's something you can do every day. You can do it a couple times a day. You can do it once a week, whatever you feel like. I mean, obviously, the more you do it, the better your body will feel and your body will be. So now let's do some stretches of the neck. I think that as we continue doing stretches of the neck, you start to feel a lot better because again, we're all stuck on our computers and doing, holding our phone and everything's so tight like that. It shouldn't be like that. You should actually have a neck. So again, we're going to take our right hand, we're going to put it just like this. We're going to sit on top of that hand and we're going to gently pull to the side. Hold that for at least 15 seconds. And once you've held that for 15 seconds, we will reset and then stretch the front of the neck and the back of the neck. To carry on with the conversation about knowing our bodies, I used to disassociate from my body. I used to really resent my body, be angry with it. I actually hated my body at one point. And it wasn't a physical resentment like how I looked, because I looked fine. It just wasn't working properly. It just seemed like everything wouldn't work because I was always in pain. I had a lot of chronic pain when I was a kid, and bowel issues. So I had a lot of anxiety, chronic pain, bowel issues. So pretty much the 3 areas of your body that you don't want to be dysfunctioning was dysfunctioning. Okay, let's reset. So hand, we're going to still stick with that right hand on underneath, and so now we're going to pull to the front. But yeah, my journey, I'll carry on with that. yeah, it just felt like my body wasn't working properly, that I was stuck in this suit, this body that didn't work. It didn't do all the things that I wanted it to do. And so I just was angry. I was mad. I didn't understand it, and I didn't know information to be able to understand it. Okay, let's reset and I'll carry on with my story. So to this side, and then we're going to go back. So again, you're going to feel that right here. Yeah, so it was a bit of a struggle, especially with that chronic pain too. I couldn't really do a whole lot when I was young. Um, but I guess because I didn't understand it, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I didn't want anything to do with it until I was 28, I think. So in my 40s, so like 12 or 13 years ago, I decided that I was going to try gluten free. So I actually was persuaded by my partner who I was with at the time. He was doing it, so I thought, oh yeah, whatever. I guess I'll give it a try. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna sit just like that on the left hand, and we're gonna pull gently to this side. But yeah, I was kind of pushed into it, and I was so frustrated, 30 days of not being able to eat what I would normally eat for food, like bagels and crackers and even oatmeal and things like that, pizza. So I did it, and I was like, all right, I'm doing this for 30 days and that's about it. And then I'm going to eat my bread again. And once I ate that bread again, it was like bombs went off in my stomach. So I realized, okay, I think I have an issue here. That was probably 15 seconds. Okay, so now we'll go to the back. You should feel that in the front here. Yeah, and so I guess that was the first time I ever really realized that there was something going on in my body, but I knew that I had a solution. So I stopped eating gluten, and I started to eat more veggies and more of a paleo diet, which was the first time I've ever in my life chosen healthy food or healthy anything, um, in terms of what was going in my mouth, I guess. And so after that, I noticed huge changes. And so I started to listen. I started to listen to my body. Okay, well, what do you need, body? I guess I'm listening. I'm open to whatever it is that you're telling me. So to the side and then to the front. And I liked how I started to feel. I had more responsiveness. I was more reactive if something was like coming my way. Um, and yeah, I learned that I was in control of my body. It wasn't just this, oh, things happen to me. It was like, oh, I guess I'm eating stuff that my body doesn't want right now, so I need to listen. And so I did. And it's interesting because I, just before that, had, um, let's do a wrist. I had felt like this weird sensation in my right breast, and I don't know. I don't know the exact. I don't know what word I would use, but something didn't feel right, and I never got it checked or anything. Because I didn't really think enough that it needed to be checked. But once I started just going off gluten and not having that weird feeling went away. So I thought, I think I'm getting healthier, even though I didn't really know exactly what that was or what I could have done for it. Whatever, it didn't matter. I chose to eat healthier foods and to get rid of food that obviously wasn't good for me. Um, so let's stretch our forearm extensors. So again, you're gonna make sure that you're folding your fingers all the way down. Good. But yeah, and then I guess after that, I kind of took my own health into my own hands, and that's when I started to make good, healthy, good life choices. And it kind of just snowballed. And I thought, if I have power over food, like, could I have power over something else? Which, could be like, what profession do I want? So that's when I left nursing. I mean, fast forward, but I left nursing and realized that I have the power inside of me to make choices and to do something differently if I don't like the way that something is being done. And so I don't know if some of you are looking at me like, wow, she does all these things and how does she do it? It's like, I don't know. I guess I just said yes. I took one step and I felt great and I felt peace and freedom and comfort in my body. Like, I was becoming my own best friend. So I just kept saying yes to that feeling. Does this feel right? Does this feel right? Let's do this one. And every time I said yes to this peaceful feeling, it's like something new happened. Something great happened. And that's what I do. It all started with body awareness and choosing to listen to the messages. And I truly believe that we get messages in our body all day, every day, as to which direction to take, which path to choose. And that's with anything. That's with a partner in life, with where you want to live, with what foods to eat, what choices to make. It's very empowering, I'll tell you. So if you're ever thinking, well, how do you make decisions that are good for me? Well, you tune into your body and you start to say, okay, body, what do you need? I'll give you what you need. Just keep giving me the answers to the questions of my life. So, pretty cool. All started because I was tuning into my body and I made some choices, like not eating gluten anymore. So we're gonna do the rotational stretches. So right leg down, left leg over, and you're gonna twist to the left. So this one will help your liver and your gallbladder and your stomach to open up. So yeah, there you go. Didn't know you would learn something new about me. Maybe you didn't know my journey or my struggles that I went through. So we all have them. It's just, what do we do with these struggles? Do we sit in them? Do we become a victim to them? Do we choose to overcome these struggles? It's called free will. And I guess we all have that choice, which is super empowering. Choice is empowering. So we're going to straighten out the left leg, put the right one over top of the left, and we're going to turn to the right. But yeah, choice is definitely empowering. And body awareness and listening to our bodies helps us to make good choices in all areas of our life. And so I hope that you tune into your body as you're doing these stretches and really ask yourself what it is that you want. Good. Oh, I feel good. Oh my gosh, those neck stretches, they always get me. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining with all of the great stuff that we just did. So working on self-massage. Don't forget your coconut oil to help with your skin and to hydrate. And doing your neck stretches, your wrist stretches, forearm flexors and extensors, and then the hip twists are really good too. All of that will help to open up your solar plexus, your stomach, your gallbladder, your liver. All of that will help to open it up, and then you will be functioning better all around, whether it's digestion or making good life choices. So thank you for joining. I guess I will end it there. Looking forward to seeing you next week. If there's anything, oh, back up. Next week is Good Friday. I'm actually not going to do a live, so we will wait until the following week. But if there is anything that you want to see, just let me know. Put it in the comments there. But just no stretches next week. We're all just gonna enjoy the day. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Talk to you soon. Bye.